All right, guys, welcome to Self-Value Workshop. I'm Sue Bryce. Let's prepare our hearts and our minds. I want everyone to sit down, sit tall, feet on the ground, nice and flat, eyes closed. Breathe in your nose with me now. Nice, big, slow breath in. Feeling good? All right, breathe with me, sit tall. Close your eyes, ground your feet. I want you to push your feet so deep into the earth, like big tree roots, deep, 100 feet into the earth. Find that water. Push them down. Grow roots out of your ankles, out of your feet. Hold on to this earth. Grip into it. You're so deep now. It's coming up to your legs. Breathe in. Life force energy. Nice. Mother Earth, it comes straight up. Bring that perineum up. Power straight up. Open all the energy centers in your body. First one you're going to see is red. Life force right there. Okay, nice big breath again. Your feet are so deep in the ground you can't lift them up. Try. They're grounded. Ground your feet every morning. Energy up, inhale, activate every center in your body. Your root chakra, red. It's where you hold your fear. Okay, it's also where your courage comes from, survival. Breathe in again. This time it's orange. Okay, you come up to your stomach. This is your pleasure center. It's where you hold your guilt. Nice big orange light. Just imagine it coming straight out of your stomach. Nice big breath in. Come up to the solar plexus. Yellow. The solar plexus is the center of your power, willpower. It's where you hold shame. Shame. Shame will pull your chest down. Breathe it up. Breathe in power. Breathe it into your solar plexus. Feel your chest lift. This is yellow. This is to honor the self. This is where the willpower to love the self comes from. Heart chakra. Come up. Big breath in. It's right here on the heart. It's green. Okay? It's ruled by love. It's blocked by grief and sadness. Open the heart wide. You are the source of love, and it starts with you. Big breath in. We come up to our throat chakra. This is expression, creativity, speaking up for ourselves. It's light blue. It's truth. It's blocked by lies, self-lies. Here we learn self-truth. We set powerful boundaries with great love. Self-truth and acceptance are the only way. Breathe in. Light up your third eye, dark blue, intuition. It's blocked by illusion, self-perception. Over your own incredible wisdom. Clear this light. Breathe in again. Open your crown. It's purple. This is life force energy, cosmic energy, godlight, blocked by attachment to things, to identity. Clear it. Inhale. When you breathe in, all of the light comes down through your crown, meets Mother Earth's energy in the middle, and fills every one of these centers. When you get good at this, you'll start to feel which ones are blocked as you open them so that you can block them and clear them. Take a nice big breath, open your eyes, bring your energy back into the room. And with an open heart and an open mind, come back. Breathing correctly is the secret to all life, okay? It is the connection to the mind and the body and the soul starts with breath. It doesn't matter how good you want to be as a speaker. When you stand up on the stage, if you're not breathing, nothing comes out, okay? Truly, learn to breathe through your belly, learn to ground your feet, learn to clear your energy first. This is where we do the work. What is self-love? The greatest lesson that I've learned about myself is that I am not broken. I just come with instructions. At 18 years old, I found myself in a very small rural town with no high school education and very little options. But I wanted more for myself. I believe the saying is, we teach best what we most need to learn. And my whole life has been about finding my self-value. In fact, self-value is a way of coming into just about every conversation that I have, every person I meet. Pretty much I study their reactions, their body language, their micro-expressions, the energy in and around them when they talk, and how they walk in and stand in a room, and really how they hold their energy. I've been a professional photographer for 34 years. I love the intimacy of a portrait sitting, okay, the one-on-one conversation and the connection, the stories, but it's the vulnerability of being photographed that changes the conversation in a room, right? Watching people go from this completely comfortable, normal speaking to closing up their energy the second that my camera comes up. It's like this veil of self-doubt just comes over it just descends over someone, and everything that you don't like about yourself just suddenly comes forward, and that is captivating. You know, I learned that how people look and how they see themselves comes through a filter of their own self-perception and self-worth. And no matter their education or their socioeconomic background, in that moment, the moment my camera comes up, I have all the power in the room. That's fascinating. I was 22 years old with no high school education, and I recognized that power and I ran towards it. I found my value in mastery. I could see evidence that I was valuable and important and special, and so I started to act valuable and make others feel valuable and important and special. Now, I love to give people a sense of importance, to hold space for someone with an open eyes and an open heart to see them. That's what being a photographer taught me. It helped me to put people at ease, to hold a space for you to genuinely come forward, guard down, so that I can see that light and capture it and show it back to you whilst I talk to you about your self-value. I learned everything I did to put myself out there to start this business mirrored back to me that I had no self-value. I had no self-confidence, and I had no self-worth. I could not ask for money, and it's easy to feel unlovable when you're looking outside of yourself for love and acceptance. And inside, you feel not good enough and out of control. But when I mastered my craft, I started to see value reflected back at me in my clients, and then I set out to master owning a business. But first, I had to learn how to value and master money, because money is a value metric. Money is energy. It's just a byproduct of value and joy in equal exchange. And you will attract it in direct proportion to your inner feelings of worthiness. That just made me go goosey. When I created a business, everyone said work with purpose, with value. And I was hustling, man. I was serving and loving people and giving and giving and giving, and nothing was coming back because I was not giving value or asking for anything in return. And then the penny dropped. This purpose, I could never find the purpose, the value, the purpose I was looking so hard for, the deeper meaning in what I'm doing, the value that I am searching for was me. You're not here to find yourself. You are here to create yourself. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. George Bernard Shaw. So that's what I did. I have solid evidence that this thought work, this self-value work, will change your life exponentially like it did mine. I've been writing this workshop for 20 plus years. I've written this book and I burned it more than once. But I was missing something. And for me, the final chapter was falling in love, because I was a late bloomer. So showing up every day for another human being and communicating how to love me, to treat me, how to care for me, how to understand me, how to respect me, how to see me and connect with me. I realized when I was with the man that I was in love with, I didn't like the way he looked back at me because I did not see love reflected back in his eyes. I thought, he doesn't love me. He doesn't love me enough. We must break up. But I know better. And I didn't run. I didn't run this time. Instead, I went to the mirror and I said, that means I don't love me enough. And that is a call to self-love. And I responded, and I stopped giving myself away, and I focused on this VIP. I declared it to myself, I prioritized myself, and I showed up every day for myself. What I wanted, how I wanted to show up, what I wanted to wear, what I wanted to do. I showed up for myself every single day until I saw the love and respect mirrored back to me in his eyes. And then he asked me to marry him. And I knew it was because I needed to do some more work on me. It's easy to be single when you don't see yourself reflected back on a daily basis. You know, disclaimer, I am not a therapist, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a psychiatrist, I'm not a trauma specialist, and although this work can feel like therapy, it's not. If you need help with trauma or abuse or depression or mental illness or any description, please get the help of a qualified therapist. I am not here to dissect your trauma. I want to show you how to love yourself in spite of the evidence you've gathered about yourself. And I want to show you that you're lovable and that you can love and accept yourself despite what any social curator taught you. I don't want to unpack your childhood, but I do have to look through it, all right, to see where the filter is of the self-perception that you've got. And our filters are deeply ingrained in us. Okay, this is identity. This is our experiences and past evidence, and there's a lot of old programming and reframing to do. We will talk about forgiveness, not of the perpetrator, but so we can let it be. Not what happened to you, but the wound you now carry and the story you've created around the wound. All right? The story you've chosen to hold on to that makes up this identity that you now have. If you need help moving through trauma, please seek help from a professional because they know how to get you through it. Okay, my focus is self-value, self-care, and self-power. I had some personal trauma to work through in my 20s, and I chose a therapist, and for 1 year, I worked through this trauma to healing. She just kept bringing me back to the narrative I'd created and the facts around the trauma so that I could separate them. This is when I changed my story. So if you need more, please go deeper and look for more. I was living for many years just locked in this perpetuating cycle of empowering my old trauma story because I could not get through it, right? It seemed to be like tattooed on my forehead, and also it was my poor me story. So anytime I couldn't get something, couldn't do something, couldn't thrive in life, it was because of this story. So it was my go-to, and it was my poor me. And I did not realize it was me that was bringing it into my focus every single day and locking in this emotion and a memory and a cycle of self-abuse just by focusing on it. Okay, because as soon as I focus on it, I'm just re-empowering it. And it's not happening now. It's happening in the past, but your mind and body don't know the difference. So I'm just re-empowering this story every time I tell this story about my trauma, literally empowering it, living with a victim mentality and a victim energy and a poor me and just getting by. And it was not until I really did that healing work and I came to awareness of how I was seeing it and how I was saying it and how I was being it. And I was the one doing it, and I was the one empowering this cycle, living through this constant filter of feeling broken, right? In all that you do, and attracting more broken, like a constant cycle going down. I've felt broken so many times. I've called myself broken. I've called myself unlovable. I've called myself the worst possible things you could say to another human being. I've called myself in the head. I've abandoned, betrayed, shamed this beautiful vessel I was given. I've spent too long not honoring my heart's desire and my soul's calling, all whilst wondering why it seems so much easier for others to have the life that they wanted. But I learned that I am the poison and I am the antidote. I am the power. All of the self-power came to me when I learned that I'm the change. I'm the creator of my life. I'm the creator of my thoughts, and I'm the creator of my happiness. All of the love that I've ever craved opened to me when I learned that I am the source of love. It starts and comes from me, not to me. All of the abundance I focus on came to me when I started living and working and creating with self-value. Your journey is unique to you. Your heart's desire is unique to you. Your soul's calling is unique to you, and you are more than enough to claim it. You know, somewhere deep in my bones, I held a firm belief that no matter what I asked for, my needs would never be met. And the truth is, I did not, in fact, know how to meet my own needs. This was my core belief, my identity. I had firm evidence that I was worthless, and I was programmed to look for more proof. How do I create the life I want? You are already creating the life you believe you're worth. What is love? Romantic love, nurturing love. Love is acceptance. Love is acceptance that I am good enough. When I am loved, I am accepted. Our first step is acceptance of who we are and everything we have in this moment. You have to choose to love and honor your desire and calling. That's why you are here. You are not incomplete, even though it feels that way. You simply do not like what you are creating in the present moment, and you feel stuck. It might not feel like it right now, but the answer you seek is right in front of you. This always blows me away. You're always on the right freeway. You can just get in the wrong lane. That's really what it comes down to. The answers to everything you need right now are right in front of you, and it's waking up to seeing them that is the biggest light bulb moment of them all. The world is reflecting back your emotions. And this is something that will change your life. So to shift how you feel, you have to shift your thoughts, emotions, and your focus. And that's what we call alignment. And you are projecting and attracting with those inner emotions into everything that you do and everything that you say. It's in how you do it, and it's in how you say it. So how do I show people how to love me? When someone treats you like you matter, you start to believe that you matter. Belonging is acceptance. Okay? Belonging is acceptance is love. But people don't treat you like you matter until you do. It takes one person to see you, to see your potential, to see belonging and value and importance reflected back at you. And as soon as you see acceptance like that, you suddenly feel important and ultimately respected. But it's not that person that sees that in you. What you're seeing is the reflection back to yourself. Do you understand? You are seeing that you're being a good person reflected back to you. So first, you have to act like you matter. But that doesn't mean act. It doesn't mean fake it till you make it. Okay? To be value, to feel value for yourself. For yourself. In order to receive love, you are giving love first. In fact, you actually cannot receive it until you give it, and the giving of it starts with the self. You express love by acceptance with touch, time, words, gifts, acts of service, right? You receive love with touch, time, words, gifts, acts of service. How people honor you and how they respect you in this love space is in direct proportion to how much love, touch, time, words, gifts, and acts, and how you honor their love in equal exchange. The giving and receiving of love and honor. This is what we call filling each other's tanks, right? Our love tanks. But if you want to go deeper, yourself, love yourself more. More. Self-value is the greatest boundary you can set. In fact, you don't even have to speak anything out. Living in self-value sets the ultimate boundary. If I am not communicating or demonstrating self-love, self-acceptance, self-care, self-respect, how would anyone know what my boundary is? If you don't ask for, show up for, and communicate how to be loved, or how to feel that love, how you need that love, you cannot possibly be disappointed with what you're getting from a person that cannot read your mind. Okay, if you are not asking for, then you are not receiving love. Your perception, your unique history, how you see the world, and all you experience is just through a filter of your past. And that filter of your past is fear, love, pain. Every reaction you have, every confrontation, how you emotionally process a comment online or a big fight, how you self-care, how you self-respect, your inner authority, how you self-soothe, every mood you get stuck in is just a filter of your past. It's easy to feel unlovable when you're looking outside of yourself for love. Okay, so people-pleasing, resentment, I'm not getting my needs met, no one will meet my needs, I don't know how to meet my needs. Can you see how easy it is for people to block love, for it to feel like love is being blocked when it's not? Because you truly are not stepping up to give or receive love. I can tell how much you love yourself by how you hold your own physical space. Everything around you that you allow for yourself speaks for you loud and clear. The boundaries you set, the space you've created for yourself, the work you do, the people you spend time with, the person you sleep next to, and all the relationships you enjoy. If you're ever confused about if you are unlovable or not, go to the mirror and ask yourself. You are the one deciding what your love metric is. No one knows how to love you until you communicate or show them. People just treat you like you treat you. Now, where does this expectation come that we'll go out into the world and be loved? You're not teaching your children this, are you? Like, we love you so much, Jimmy, and when you go out into the world, the whole world will just embrace you and love you so much too. Okay, what if your parents or social curators didn't teach you? What if they didn't know how to love themselves? You know, when you have this expectation that other people are going to give you love, then it feels like it's outside of you. And other people need to love you more. And it always feels like you're not enough, not good enough, not measuring up. But do you even know how to love you? Like, we don't come with these instructions on how to be personally loved. Every one of us is different. Every one of us have different needs to be met. And if you're looking for love, if you're expecting love, if you're confused and frustrated or hurt that you are not receiving enough love, then give love. You must give what you think you are lacking. Then you're asking, expecting, hoping, believing that other people will find your value for you. Like, they're going to come looking for it. And they're going to love you. But you're looking in all the wrong places. You're looking for other people to tell you that you are valuable. You're looking for other people to make you feel valuable. You're asking other people to respect, to love you, to value you, but you're not doing that for yourself. And when you do that for yourself, other people see the way you treat yourself, care for yourself, love yourself, put your healthy boundaries, create the life you want, like live full, big energy. This is how you show up in love. This is how people are so magnetized to you. You show them by loving yourself, by becoming who you want to be, by caring for yourself, by honoring your dreams, okay, your desires, by seeing yourself as more. Because when you see yourself as more, you ask for more, and then you step up for more every day to receive more with courage and gratitude and conviction and big love. Walking into a room of people not knowing who you are, not loving who you are, you will just see everything you don't like about yourself and every pair of eyes you connect with. You are the narrative and they are the reflection. Okay? You're the story, they are the reflection to your projection. When you project love and confidence and easiness and calm, no neediness, no validation, you are powerful. When you give, you are powerful. When you give with a big, full heart, you are the most powerful person in the room. And everybody is magnetized to heart energy. That's self-love.